overweight woman. Her name is Dank DeMoss. Filed a lawsuit against Lyft. And the problem with that is that I think that, and I recently seen an update that the Lyft driver himself got canned. He lost his ability to be able to do Lyft, which I'm assuming that maybe he could still do Uber. But this is the story of the woman who was overweight that basically complained that the driver wouldn't let her inside of the car. Check it out.
The Detroit rapper is going viral for something other than her music.
Fans know her as Dank DeMoss, and they're fuming after a Lyft driver allegedly denied her a ride because of her size. And Fox News' Jessica Dubnak is live in Detroit with this story. And my goodness, tell us how this all unfolded here, Jessica.
Well, it all unfolded on video. Deja Banlane whipped out her phone when this all happened. Now, the Lyft driver, he was kind enough and apologetic, but refused her a ride and said that she would not fit and that her weight couldn't be handled by his tires. Now she's filing a lawsuit.
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that, you know.
Deja Blanding tells us watch.
That's a front butt right there, nigga. That is a front butt. If you want
more than
Yo, you're not gonna listen. You're not going to ever try to convince me that she's gotten into cars smaller. But let me show the car. They're gonna actually show the car. Check it out.
Party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
Believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me, you can.
So that's
oh my God.
The timing belt is
what kind of car? What kind of car is that?
I don't know. It looked like something small, like maybe
like a Honda.
Is that a two-door?
Or something like that. It's
no, you can't do no two-door for Lyft.
There's no way that car would have been able to take off. Look how low it sit to the ground. That shit would have been dragging.
That's why he said my tires.
Well, but it's not true because that car seats 4 people and she weighs the amount of 4 people. So
no, she weighs more than 4 people.
Okay.
Man, did you see that motherfucker?
She weighed 498 pounds. You put 4 200-pound niggas in there. Okay, you put 3 grown niggas in there. You at 6, nigga. His tires is fine.
Quinn, that's a quarter of the car. That's a quarter of the car itself,
nigga. A quarter.
Yeah, but I mean, can she really break the car?
Okay, but
the car is 2 tons.
Hold on, but at least it will be proportioned to 202 people on this side. One person.
That's one body mass.
In the middle, nigga.
It's like an anchor.
I'd have been like, go ahead and try. Like, try to get in. Go for it.
Not in the middle. I hate you.
Sorry, let me play a little bit more so y'all can get a little more context.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
For every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
You know what? I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough. Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like a Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal, and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by...
So, anyways, in a general sense, that's what's going on. So, Quinn, do you have a different position? And Carrie, I heard you say something. Y'all have a different position in the general sentiment that he was right for leaving her?
I think he was probably wrong. If her fitting in the car is the issue, maybe not his tires. I don't think she could comfortably fit on one. Like, nigga, that's a lot of woman. I fucking Jesus. Like, that's a real front butt, nigga. Shit. But yeah, she probably should have went with that. What's the higher Uber? She probably should have went with one of them.
The Uber XL.
Yeah, nigga, F-150 put her in the bed or something. Shit.
She did come to though.
Oh man,
So
Carrie.
she's 489 pounds,
89.
and he pulled up in a Mercedes. A Mercedes-Benz sedan. I can't see what.
Yeah, I would have said something about my struts or something.
I mean, I think that it was more so the visual, like, oh shoot, this a big chick, like, how's this gonna work type thing. I really don't think he was like, she's about to break my car. Because I would have just been like, well, let's first see if you can, like, let's see what you can do. Let's see if you can get in. Let's see if you can make it.
I don't believe you, Carrie. I don't believe you, Carrie. You ain't gonna ever sell me that I don't.
Well, let me ask you this: can somebody, 400 some pounds, could she break
500? Let's just let's round it.
Could that break a car? I'm a little ignorant with this.
No,
I would think she couldn't.
No,
because I watched the 1,000-pound sisters.
Niggas put their whole house in the back of their car. Move, nigga. They put their whole house
into some cars. So I really don't think that he was. I don't think she could have broke the car. Maybe he's ignorant, thinking really she could, but I just think it was an overwhelming experience for him, and he was like, "This is better off if I just cancel it, and you get yourself another Uber, and I try down the street."
Carrie, if he hits a pothole, it's done.
That's not true.
I don't think so, though, Mika. So
it's not true.
So what if? Okay, so Mika,
the sports car that's low to the ground. Yes, it is true.
So Mika,
you can't do Lyft in sports cars. Stop. They don't even let you do Lyft. They don't even let you do Lyft in trucks
to the ground.
But let's break it down how Quentin said. So she's about 500 pounds. So what
she's 489.
489. Okay, 489.
11 pounds better, nigga.
Let's let those. So let's divide 489 by 3 people. So let's say it was 3 people who were each 163.
That still doesn't equate to her being in one spot all that way
in the middle. I thought we already said she get in the middle.
She can't get in the middle. She can't get in the car. I ain't gonna skip his steps. How the fuck that motherfucker gonna get that bitch?
She'd have to put each leg behind each seat, like a leg behind the passenger seat.
No, she gotta put her arm in first. She gotta put her arm in first, dip her head, slide her hip. Ain't no way she's getting in that bitch.
Let me tell you something. I don't believe that she's only 489.
I don't even.
Hell no.
I think she's 600. I know what a fat person looks like because
my 700-pound life. Put her on there.
I think she's more than 500. Easily.
She got 3 knees.
Easily. Without a doubt. I think she's more than 500.
Okay, so let me ask y'all a question. So let me ask you a question.
She got sitting in the front. That shit alone is 175.
So what would y'all have done? What would y'all have done? I
wouldn't even see his problem. Let me tell you what his problem was. The reason why he lost his ability to drive for Lyft. He was sitting there explaining, trying to be nice.
That's what I just said.
That nigga should have started straight the fuck off, left dirt in her baby hairs. Acting like
I would have just canceled that shit immediately. I wouldn't even stop. I would have just canceled and kept
because there's something in the terms and conditions that said they can deny a ride at any time they want.
They can.
It's the fact that you gave her a fucking reason why you fucked up.
Yeah, I wouldn't have talked to her. I wouldn't even have kicked it. He was.
Would you have driven away? You drove away?
Oh yeah, she wouldn't even know I was her driver, nigga. I would have said she would have thought I was just another car nigga driving by, nigga.
I think the bitch.
Then she would look down at her phone and say her shit been canceled and not know what the fuck happened.
Oh my god.
I'm off. I'm out. I'm not even gonna talk to you. I don't you know what
Chad, y'all want to cancel?
Anton, that's a so
He said, room,
you got to
room.
bring Detroit to the front of the congregation. Why do y'all have?
I ain't got nothing to do with Detroit. That ain't a Detroit thing. I don't know women like that. You've been here. We ain't never seen that shit before. You've been here multiple. You've been here multiple times. You ain't never seen that before, ever. I ain't never seen that before.
Why? But why is
I
it
haven't
a
either.
protected class in Michigan?
Hmm?
Why is it a protected class like race?
I ain't never heard of that shit before.
I'm like,
We
because
got Gretchen Whitmer.
Oh, I don't think that's
She's a
Now
lefty.
somebody
never
made
heard
a
that
good
done
point in the chat. He could have said the seatbelt because you do have to use your
You
seatbelt.
can't. I ain't got no seatbelt extenders.
I don't have the
she
extender.
can't be all up on the front like Vespucia. You know, she can't be like that. So that's a
the
hazard.
seatbelt would have. My seatbelt ain't big enough. End of story.
Yep.
No,
Sorry.
listen, I don't think that people that is above 500 and 600 and 700 pounds should even be able to ride in regular cars because let me tell you why. I'm not.
They
I'm
need
not.
like, they need like trucks with a bench seat.
Now,
well, let me tell you why. Because that is a safety issue. They can't get you out of a car if the jaw, like even with the jaws of life, if anything was ever happening.
It's not that funny. I swear.
Slimmy is just laughing too hard.
Not
Slimmy
that
is
funny.
ripping it up. No, think about it for real. Because I've seen people here in Michigan, Molly knows. Here in Michigan, it's a rite of passage to go to Cedar Point. Anybody that knows Cedar Point, it's the biggest amusement park as far as like roller coasters, like all of that stuff, right? And so most people in Michigan, their first experience out of town is going to Cedar Point because it's only like 2 hours away in Sandusky, Ohio. It's right up the street. And I've personally seen people get mad at Cedar Point because they would not let them get on a ride because they are too big and the thing cannot shut.
Yeah,
that happened to a friend of mine when we were in Vegas on that. What was it, the Stratosphere or something like that? She couldn't get on because it didn't.
Yeah, if it don't fit, if the thing can't come down, they will literally tell you, "Hey, this is the weight requirement." It has it listed so that it don't embarrass the people that got to tell you, "Hey, you can't get in this ride." I've seen girls try to, and this is the honest to God truth. I've seen girls get, and it's always a girl. The guys be knowing if the guy's big, he just gonna sit back with his Slurpee. Hey, y'all know. I see y'all on the other side. I'm chilling. The guys always are self-aware. The women, yes, Carrie. The women,
go ahead and tell your
for
story.
whatever reason, they just gonna go. They want to sleep. Girl, I've been working on it. I've been losing weight. I can get in that's ride. And every single time, and we just be sitting there in line like, cause we get the fast pass. We be sitting there in line like, this shit ain't gonna go well. And I'll be having secondhand embarrassment. And they sit there. And then they try to get the thing on them, and then they be like, "Ma'am, you got to come out." And then she be like, "Oh no, I can't believe it. I must be bloated. You know, and all of that shit." So,
well, we were at Busch Gardens, and there was a white dude, and he was sitting trying to get the thing to go down. And they have a computer, so when they put it down, they go look at the monitor and see, and it's like, so it came back. So he tried to like tuck himself down and all that stuff. Two of them, boom. He's like, all right, they went to the monitor. Nah, by this time, we're all ready for the roller coaster, so everybody is like cheering them on, like, come on, inhale. They tried like 7 times, and finally he got up.
No, that shit is embarrassing.
I'm not getting on a ride what if it pop open?
That's on him.
That's a pride thing at that point. It's like, damn, I feel embarrassed.
I felt bad for him.
I don't.
You knew what's that noise?
We were rooting him on, like, come on, adjust.
And you know, Busch Gardens have those long lines, even if you get the fast pass.
Trying to tuck yourself in your blue jeans to fit in the ride is a bad. You know, honestly, that would be my come to Jesus moment. You know what, God? I just gotta lose some weight. I'm just not even gonna eat for like the next month and a half.
I will say this though, he was a good spirit about it. He was a good sport.
That's
about
the problem.
He was just like a good spirit,
Carrie.
He was a good sport about
it.
Oh,
that motherfucker should have been ashamed of his fucking self.
That's the problem.
That motherfucker lose some weight.
Because y'all was probably like, oh, next time, you know.
No, ain't no next time, motherfucker. Get in the motherfucking gym, man. I'm going to the gym for that motherfucker.
After that, yeah, I'm you know what? I'm just
toast,
if it's me and I try to get on the Cedar Point rat and I can't get on,
chill, please. Don't.
At that point, I'm not coming back out the house unless I'm 120 pounds lighter. Like I'm just gonna disappear. I'm not gonna do I'm not talking about it. I'm just gonna disappear. Y'all just gonna be like, damn, you look different. Yeah, nigga, because I want to get on this rat at Cedar Point.
No, man. When Anton said that Jaws of Life,
seriously, at that point, it's over. You know what? I just feel so ashamed. I don't want to do nothing. I want to have sex. I want to kick it. I want to be social. Because you awkward in every situation that you go to. You awkward. You can't fit none of your clothes. Everybody looking at what you ordering at the table. Like, you're awkward. You're the awkward. You always gonna be man out. You know nobody is ever gonna walk up to you and talk to you. That's more of a social issue. I seen a article or something like that where Lizzo, she kind of disappeared for a while, and they say she lost a bunch of weight.
She's small.
They say she lost a bunch of weight.
But she got a man
too. All of that shaming that we've been doing over the last 2 or 3 years has been working because she like, fuck.
Well, she was trying to lose the weight before, but the fat girls gave her such a backlash about it that she stopped.
Man.
Wasn't she fat shaming people too? Didn't she get sued for that?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that she was fat shaming. She was telling their dancers that y'all got to be of a certain thing in order to perform the way that I want y'all to. And the dancers
but she told them that they was fat and they was ugly.
The dancers gonna say, "Well, what about you, bitch? I'm paying you. You still got to be skinny." So
I'm like, but she said she wanted fat dancers, but she don't want them as fat as her. I guess I don't know.
Heaven couldn't wait for you.
That is pure insanity, man.
Well, Carrie, you know what? Let me tell you something. If I ever get my $30 million a year, Carrie will be my spokesperson because she will make everything right. The way that she describes stuff and she try to finesse it and try to make it right, because the weight requirements are okay, Carrie.
Yeah.
Carrie is my spokesperson going forward.
I watched the live from Tuesday, and Molly said about the guy, okay, yeah, he's right about this. Carrie was like, well, I said, Carrie got the same thought. Carrie was like, but if you can make something work at home, I guess. I said,
Carrie is.
What topic was that?
On Tuesday about the guy that didn't want his girl to work from home. I mean, didn't want his wife to work at all. Don't want women to work. Yeah.
Carrie must work in HR secretly.
I said she has the same thought, and then Anton said exactly what I said. He said Carrie don't want to say it because she got the same thought.
Carrie work in HR somewhere. That's my bet, but I can't prove it.
Oh my God!
Can't prove it.
I guess that's the end of the conversation. Anyways.